productivity.
Is there a player, or are there players that you really look at as being the key instruments to this team's success? I mean, Lauren, I would assume, is one, but is not the only one.
Well, I always believe your point guard is your engine and the extension of the coach out there. And so Tracy Pontius is a key to this year's team. As she goes, we will go. And when she plays well, we typically, on certain nights, are very good. And I hope that she can stay injury-free and have a successful season, because I believe she's a key. But we also have to get production out of the post. And, Jen Ewell is coming off a great junior year and is playing with a bunch of confidence and looks fantastic in practice. And when she shoots the ball well, it gives us an added dimension. And then probably the player with the most pressure on her is Maggie Hennigan, who's starting in the 5 position because she replaces Tara Bresky, who is a 3-year starter and a staple for what we've done for years. And so she has some big shoes to fill. So we have to have some productivity out of our post. And we have lots of different ways we can go in the post. But just because you have a lot of bodies and a lot of options doesn't mean you're being productive. So we've got to have productivity out of the post throughout the year.
If I remember last year correctly, you used a lot of people and used that depth. Is that the way that you plan to go again this year? I mean, getting a lot of people on the floor? As
everyone continues to get better and better, that is your hope, that you can play and wear down your opponents with your depth. But certainly, as the games get tight and in crunch time, you're going to go with your core group that you trust and believe in and can count on. And we have, once again, a core group that has been through the wars and been through the big games in their careers. And you feel really comfortable with them on the floor to make good decisions at crunch time.
About Tracy's Achilles, and is that, you feel very confident that she's okay with that?
She's had a good preseason in terms of Achilles. She is less than 100% coming out of the Finley scrimmage. In fact, today was her first practice since the Finley scrimmage. She has a hyperextended knee and an injured hamstring. But we expect it to be a game time decision if she plays against Evansville. But we expect her to make a go of it. But we're prepared, certainly, with a game plan if Tracy can't play. But the Achilles, on the other hand, seems to be, has not been a major issue this year.
How about having to turn around and play a game then in 2 days against another quality mid-major team? I don't want to put, you got enough on your plate, but you are one coach who will answer a question and not say it's only one game at a time. About Creighton having to play again right away.
Well, certainly coming into the season, you knew you had 2 talented Missouri Valley teams out of the gates, and you have one on the road, and you got a long trip home to turn around and have your home opener and the ceremony of the 2010 championship rings and the new banner unveiling, and you open it against a team that is in the new poll, the new mid-major poll, and one of the top 25 mid-major teams in the country. Certainly a team that on paper has a legitimate shot to win the Missouri Valley and go to the NCAA tournament. It is as tough a home opener as we've had during my tenure. So certainly that looms, and we want to get through Evansville, but we will be preparing as quick as we can upon our return to Bowling Green to prepare for a very, very talented Creighton team and a very, very tough game. Now the good news is they're coming from a tournament in North Carolina, so we'll be their 3rd game in 4 days. So we both have tough turnarounds, and that's where both of us will rely on upperclassmen and veteran leadership.